Hello YouTube. This is the Pickup Prepper and this is my first video. I'm just going to use this as an introduction to you for you guys so that you can kind of get a gist of what my channel's about and why you should listen to me. So first off, I'm recently new to prepping. I've been prepping seriously for about a year now, just over a year, and I thought I'd share some of my wisdom with you guys and you could join this journey with me, since most of the other people out there have been coming into YouTube after being preppers for quite a while, and I thought it'd be beneficial for other new preppers to like see someone that's starting out. So if you want to join me on this journey, feel free to subscribe, hit that button down there. It'd be much appreciated. So, getting on with the video. So, I am the Pickup Prepper, as I said, and let me tell you a little bit about myself. So, I was a Boy Scout, I'm still a Boy Scout since I was a little kid, Cub Scout, back in the first grade, and that's how I got introduced to the outdoors, how I got introduced to camping and preparedness and all sorts of cool things. I've been doing it forever. I am an Eagle Scout. I have done high adventure. I have lived in the backcountry for 2 years. Currently, I'm back home in the city because of the COVID, but most of the time I spend out in the wilds, living out of a tent in all weather conditions. So I know a bit about how to survive out in the wilds. I've been prepping my whole life to some degree, not what the prepping community would consider prepping, but having just basic supplies on hand, more like the FEMA prepping. And I got serious about it a year ago, had some uncertainty in my life, and decided, hey, I'll dive into this world of prepping that I've seen on TV and read about, and I was like, that was like a good idea when you're uncertain. So I started out small. I have a limited budget, which also is something that you don't see too often in YouTube. I don't make the best money, but I live the life I want to live and do what I love, so it makes up for it. But I am prepping on a limited budget, so I had to be smart about my money. I will be going over in future videos some of my advice to beginning preppers on limited budgets, to like share some of my insights and mistakes that you come across. So maybe give you some advice on that you'll hopefully find useful. So like I said, I've been living this adventurous lifestyle for the last couple of years. Ever since I left college, I've got a degree in biology. So I feel at myself in nature at home. I spend most of my time in the backcountry, in the Southern Rockies. I currently am doing wildland firefighting training online, so that's my future career goal, is to become a wildland firefighter and help protect the forest that I love. So that's a little bit about me and my career. Prepping wise, I do not have a permanent home, as you'd say. I have some preps at my parents' house where I'm currently, but I usually am living out of my pickup truck, which is currently broken down in northern New Mexico. I had to leave it there when I lost my job due to COVID and had to go back home. I was living in company housing at the time. So, yeah, with and just take as many preps as I could with me. So I'll be going into that a little bit later if you want to hear more about that story and preparing for uncertainty with your preps. But I love camping, fishing. Last year I got into firearms. Um, I will be trying to keep those off this channel just because YouTube kind of frowns upon firearms, and I want to just keep being able to put out videos for you guys and don't want to get bogged down in the political system. I might start a secondary channel for firearms later on if there's interest in seeing my setups and stuff, but I'm going to try keeping those off of this channel, although I am a firm believer in the Second Amendment, just so that I don't get into YouTube's censorship and get put down in the queue or whatever. So, yeah, I've been camping, for backpacking. Have done multiple long distance backpacking trips. At one point, I did a 70-mile backpacking trip with a 50-pound pack through the Southern Rockies with a couple of buddies of mine. No training, just loaded up our packs and went on days off, and like 70 miles through the mountains. Lots of elevation gain and loss. We were not as prepared as we should have been, food and drink wise, and our bodies weren't up for the task. We made it, but by the end I was hallucinating really badly. So I can give you some insight on that in a future video, as some deeper insight too. But welcome to my channel. I'll be focusing mainly on gear reviews, honest gear reviews. I am currently not being paid by anyone to do gear reviews. If that changes in the future, I will let you know, but I am looking to stay independent on that. All the gear that I will recommend to you is stuff I personally have bought and used, and if it's not good, I will not recommend it, because I've bought stuff before on recommendations and it was junk, and it sucks when that happens. You waste your money. So all my gear reviews will be stuff that's actually worthwhile buying. I might do some reviews on stuff that I bought that I didn't like, just so that you can get that opinion as well. Survival skills, different basic survival skills, brushcraft skills, first aid, and then philosophy videos on my philosophy when it comes to prepping. I've kind of developed that over the last few years, and want to share my philosophy with you guys a bit. So that's going to be the main focus of my content. If you guys have any suggestions or anything you'd like to see, any cool comments, please drop those down in the comment section, or go ahead and message me at thepickupprepper@gmail.com. Send me an email if you want to keep it personal, and I'll try to get back to you as fast as I can. And make sure to subscribe and like the videos if you find my content useful anyway, and if you'd want to continue with it on this journey with me. One note on the content: I will try to upload as often as I possibly can, just to keep it going, but my work schedule, I have an unorthodox work schedule compared to most people. I work usually 10 days on, 4 days off, so the weekly uploads might be a little difficult, especially when I'm out in the mountains, have pretty bad internet sometimes, so it might be hard in my labs. I'll try to queue them up ahead of time so that doesn't happen, but just bear with me on that. And let's journey on into prepping.